Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time visiting. So, I realized that I never did the Darkling Tag, and I know that it's old. Everyone's done the Darkling Tag, but it seems really fun, and it's something that I can just not really think about. Well, maybe I do have to think about it because some of the questions are kind of hard, especially when they're asking for favorites. I usually narrow my favorites down to like 4 or 5 and don't get much farther than that. But anyway, I wasn't tagged by anyone because this thing got started after I came onto YouTube, I believe. Not that anyone would tag me anyway, but because I'm so unknown. But I just uncovered the questions from someone else's channel. And let's see, the first question is, what is your favorite candle scent? I'm not sure if they're asking for like a brand and flavor, which would be difficult for me to come up with, because I don't own my favorite candle, which I located in a gift shop of a historic home that I toured over the summer. And it was like a tobacco, it might have been tobacco oak moss. So if anyone knows what I might be talking about, they're like these amber candle holders with they're like this big, and they have some very unique blends. I think it's like a semi-commercial brand. I don't know. But yeah, tobacco and oak moss. I also owned a vanilla oak candle that I got in the West Village, and I don't remember the brand for that either. All right, next, do you have a favorite book? Yes, I have at least 4. I would say Watt by Samuel Beckett was very influential in my writing style. My Life by Lynn Haginian. The Book of Beginnings and Endings by Jenny Booley. I'll stop there. Those are my 3 favorite books. Yeah. Let's see. Question 3. Are you a coffee or tea person? I'm definitely a coffee person. But I'm very picky about what I drink. I like a particular brand. It's called Equal Exchange, and the variety that I'm enjoying these days is called Love Buzz, and it's a little expensive. You can find it on Amazon. Great stuff. They used to make my favorite type of chocolate, but I think they've stopped making chocolate bars anyway. Okay, what is your favorite brand and color of lipstick? For liquid lipsticks, hands down, my favorite formula, applicator, and I'm not so sure about the color, but Kat Von D's Everlasting Liquid Lipstick is my favorite brand, and Bachelorette is one that I've worn a lot. Right now I'm wearing Jeffree Star's Androgyny, which looks much pinker because I have this light bulb beaming at me, and it's kind of a warm colored light bulb. But it's really kind of a gray color, like a mauve gray, grayish. I don't really like the applicator. I think I've mentioned this in previous videos. It's like they're little pieces of fuzz that come off the edge, little pieces of plush, whatever that the applicator's made of, and it causes a feathering around the edge of my lip. Have you experienced this? I would think that other people have, but then again, I've read that lots of people like the applicator. I also am a huge fan of NYX's liquid suede in Brooklyn Thorn, which is like a brown gray, brown purple gray. You really can't pinpoint it. It's kind of like my eye color, blue or green, really don't know. Okay, next. Oh, but there are other, wait, let me go back to the lipstick thing, because I also really like Stila's Stay All Day liquid lipstick. The color there's a neutral kind of mauve shade called Patina that I like a lot. And these are samples I received from Birchbox. Good samples. This LOC by Tati or something. The color is Wildest Dreams, and I wear this a lot because, especially if I'm going out for the night and I need something that's going to stay put but be comfortable and not get like crumbly or white at the edges. Like NYX liquid suede always gets white like around the corners of my mouth. It's gross. So anyway, this is a very matte crayon, very matte, and it stays on. It's gorgeous. It goes on evenly. I love it. I love it. All right, so back to the questions. I keep losing the questions. What is your favorite perfume or cologne? Well, I have a rather large collection of Black Phoenix Alchemy Labs perfume oils, and I could give you my top 10. That's not really naming a favorite. I hate to play favorites. For a long time, it was Halloween Las Vegas. And then I decided I liked Midnight Kiss a bit more. Mr. Nancy is something that I've recently been introduced to, and that stuff's delicious and very long lasting. I love Bordello. Right now I'm wearing Samhain. Voodoo's great, especially in the winter. Let's see. Well, that's enough. Those are some of my favorites. Do you have a celebrity crush? Well, Villavalo, not... My crush is on young Villavalo. Like 2008, 2007, not 2005, 2006. He had like a fat period. Fat, bloated, and really bad haircut that made his face look fatter. He was just... I think that was before he went into rehab. Right before he went into rehab. Then, like, 2003 and the year 2000, 1999, very hot. Very hot. I also really like... it's not a crush, but I really like Colin Morgan, the actor who played Merlin. Now that he has his ears fixed, especially. I just like him. I think that, you know... well, in the role of Merlin and what I've seen in interviews... he seems very warm, very, like, intuitive and good-natured, very kind. I also... I like Sam Heughan a lot, but more when he's playing the role of, oh God. Outlander, you know, oh God, why am I blanking on this? I'm addicted to that show. I'm addicted to the show, you know, Outlander, Sam Heughan, and I can't think of it. This is why, see, I'm getting stage fright on YouTube. Anyway, you probably know who I'm talking. Well, you know the actor's name, I've given it to you, so yes, crush on the character he plays in Outlander. Then, let's see. If you had to give up the color black, what color would you choose instead? Red is my favorite color, so that's pretty easy. Really any shade. Though I've kind of vacillated over the years. When I was like 20 years old until, for most of my 20s, I would say that I leaned more towards burgundies, and at some point, no, not even until I was the early 20s, it was burgundy, and then when I moved, like I think of it as my New York years, I was definitely squarely more into like fire engine red. The brighter the better. But now I like everything. If you could change your name to a stereotypical 90s, 2000s gothy name, what would it be? This is difficult. A stereotypical... I don't even know where... What names are there? Yeah, I might not have logged into my brain any like cheesy goth names. If I thought really hard about it, I could probably come up with something, but it's not worth it. What are your top 3 tips for surviving hot weather while black clad? This past summer, a friend of mine gave me a bunch of her clothes that she was no longer wearing. Well, she actually did this for a bunch of her friends, and she gave me everything that was black. So in the bag, there was a spaghetti strap camisole. The top of it is opaque, and it's a really like thin jersey knit, very, very thin. It has adjustable straps, so it's great. And it's a crop top, but the right below where your bra hits, it's this translucent, not mesh material, but just a very, very thin black material. And she also gave me a really short pair of shorts. Why is my phone ringing? Leave me alone. Not answering that. A very short pair of black denim shorts that they ride low and they're short. So I would say this, once she gave this to me, and there are other things in the bag that were nice, but I was like, this is what I need every single day, that it's 90 degrees outside or higher. It offers complete back tattoo exposure for me because my tattoo is kind of high, and it's like I'm not wearing anything. Even the shorts are they're like form-fitting but not restrictive so that I sweat. So I would say find a couple of items like that. I also I found this sundress that basically just hangs. The only fabric I feel is where it's hanging from my shoulders, with a skull print from Killstar. It's a black and white dress. Okay, so there you go. I probably have other tips. Oh, I need one more tip. They wanted 3. Carry an umbrella, which I had to do at the Ren Fair this year to keep the sun off of me. I have a really cool black craft umbrella. I know you could carry a parasol and that would be great, but I found that the ones that are not from the early 1900s, the affordable ones that you can find online or in shops, they usually have like a lace kind of design and they let sun in, so that's not good. Not good. You want a really nice umbrella. What song will always make you happy? Doesn't have to be a goth band. Always make me happy. You know, I actually made a list of such songs, And the only one that's coming to mind right now is Just Like Heaven by The Cure. And I don't think... I don't know if it'll always make me happy, but it usually does. At least it puts me in an upbeat mood. Trying to think. Oh, Flying Dutchman by Tori Amos. That's a happy one. And I'm scrolling through my iTunes right now. I'm sure I can find something by IMX. At least if IMX songs don't make me happy, at least they make me feel energized. It's great workout music. By the Jezebels, Endless Summer. That's a good one. And I feel like I should come back to this and edit it. Oh. The Pixies. You've got All Over the World and Valoria. Prince. Let's Go Crazy. For sure. Lots of songs by The Cult. And I'll stop there. Sisters of Mercy. This Corrosion, for some reason, makes me happy. It does. All right. So next question would be, are you active in the arts? Play an instrument, paint, write, etc. Oh, yes. My world is the arts. I've been doing art since I was very young. You can find my website, stacylynnrollins.com, if you want to see some of my artwork. And I am a published poet. I continue to write poetry. My master's degree is in creative writing. I taught writing. I don't really get to sing for audiences much anymore, but I'm told I'm a great singer. I have a good voice, and I also have been a dancer and choreographer, so those are the things that I do. I'm usually assigned to be the photographer for like work or organizations that I'm a member of. So I'm pretty good at photography too. Yeah. Okay. On down the list. If you had a teacup or mug made inscribed just for you, what would you have it say? Don't drink this. I guess. What is your number one non-gothy hobby? Non-gothy hobby. I don't know. I mean, is singing a gothy hobby? Not really, but it's not a non-gothy hobby. I don't think is going to the Ren Fair non-gothy? No, those two subcultures, the Rennies and the goths, are very much intermixed. I don't have one. I'm trying to hurry because I have somewhere to go. If you could be a supernatural creature, what would it be and why? Oh, of course it would be a vampire, but I already am one. So I'm happy to be a vampire. What horror monster-based superpower would you have? Monster-based? Just like, to make my enemies' heads explode off their bodies. Like Donald Trump, oh my god. Mike Pence, just heads. Boo! Like, ketchup blood everywhere. Do you feel confident or comfortable interacting with other goths or gothy people online or in real life? Why or why not? Well, some of them can be intimidating. I mean, I'm fairly comfortable. I do approach people, unless they have, like, if they're smiling. See, if someone's scowling, just generally, if they look unapproachable, I'm probably going to have a hard time talking to them. Or if they're not very responsive. I mean, some people have social graces, and even if they seem intimidating at first, they still, you know, encourage you to interact with them. But then some are just like, you know, no encouragement whatsoever. I kind of need to be encouraged. I need to be encouraged, not just by goths, but I need reinforcement because I am a shy extrovert and I desperately want to interact with people, but I'm hypersensitive, so you get the picture. Okay. So naturally sanguine people are what I typically am drawn to because I feel comfortable. Which is more important for a look, great hair or great makeup? Depends who you are. I hate how I look when my hair isn't fixed. I hate it. And I go to work wearing very little makeup at all. It's just, you know, cover something embarrassing on my face and put on some lip liner and fill it in. Done. Pretty much. But other people have, you know, nice straight hair that they don't really have to mess with in order to look decent. I have naturally curly, very fine hair that has to be tamed. Is there something you wish there was more of in your subculture? Friendliness. Yeah, because for the most part, if I want to meet someone new at a goth event, I have to approach them. And I'm the shy one, okay? So friendliness, self-care, I would say. You know, don't drink so much. Maybe go to bed earlier. Go to the gym. Eat healthy. People who live on cupcakes and booze, you're aging yourself. You're destroying your skin because of glycation. I avoid sugar myself, and I have a very healthy diet, and I exercise like a mad woman. Care to share an embarrassing story related to your darkliness? No? How are you at DIY? Bad. Because I'm lazy when it comes to stuff like that. I don't even cook, except to steam vegetables. I'm raw or microwaved Amy's Organic or canned salmon or steamed veggies, pretty much, with spices and garlic. And as far as like making my own clothes or jewelry or pottery or anything, I'm just not gonna do it. Quickly describe your ideal wedding. Well, it would be quite vampirical. Lots of red. It would be at night. Lots of candles. It would be in some kind of like medieval looking stone-walled place, and I can see the reception. It would have like these very rustic tables like in the Tudors. Oh, I like Tudor style. So Spanish Renaissance, but long, like, community tables, just rustic, you know, candelabras everywhere, and this is the reception I'm talking about. I would have some of my favorite goth DJs, ideally. Music is a huge deal for me, so like the foundation of all of this would be the song list. I'm not playing any, you know, music to appease the old people and family. It's my wedding. And you're as if they would dance anyway, you know? So I would have my music, my friends, and my dancing on the dance floor. So there. I'm gonna be late for the thing I'm going to. Confessional, aka true or false. God, does this thing ever end? Okay. I love watching cheesy romance films. False. I always remember to wash off my makeup at night. True. I sleep with plushies. False. I wear non-black pajamas most nights. True. True, because most pajamas aren't black. At least the one I haven't found any to my liking anyway. I still listen to a boy band that had disbanded years ago. I've never listened to boy bands. I think Andrew Eldritch is overrated. I don't. I love the Sisters of Mercy. I don't like vampires. Come on. I don't like clubs. False. I'm dating a goth, darkly inclined person. Actually, I guess I am living with one, but he was more into goth when in the 90s, New York. I mean, he still goes out with me, but it's kind of like, okay, we're doing this again. But you know, he does like the same music, and yeah. So I guess I am. True. I am. I don't enjoy graveyards. False. Blood makes me queasy. False. I'd sooner faint than pet a spider. If it's a big spider, I'm fine with that. But if it's a poisonous little spider that could, like, turn up and bite me or something, you know, you pet it and then it would just... No. So maybe I'd sooner faint than pet a spider. I don't like haunted houses. False. I still browse Hot Topics clearance racks. I stepped inside one to see what was in there, and I stepped right out immediately. So no, false. I've never read Dracula. This is bad. I've read lots of vampire books, and I've watched, you know, every version of Dracula many times. And the answer is false, so I've got to get on that. I think Bela Lugosi's Dead is a long and boring song. No, I like it. I think it's very atmospheric. And I think that, you know, some things are classic, and they're always going to be classic, and so no, I think that it's a song that's sort of central to the subculture. So that's the end. It's half an hour. I'm late for what I was planning on attending tonight, and it's your fault. No, it's not your fault. This is a very cool necklace, by the way. Look at this thing. Look. Stab, 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 stab. Okay. Signing off. Ta-ta.